Yeah, baby. Smoke that diggity McDank.
Alright, what's this one called?
Amsterdam.
Ah.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Episode number, the last one ever.
Justin, we thought we were out.
I was so busy dating you, I don't remember anything about 1985.
It's our first...
That was the year, right?
85?
Was that 85?
You're 10 years off, babe.
95?
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
You were awful distracted in 1995.
You started dating her when she was 5.
Yep.
I am 12 years old still. Yeah, cradle robber.
Welcome back to our first reunion episode.
Special guests, Siggy and Billy.
On this Ash Wednesday, we gather around to commemorate our final Sammy Hagar Van Halen album. Balance, the one with
Balance.
the one with the weird Siamese boys.
That was my tie-in. 1995. What were we doing in 1995?
It's deep because they're like trying to balance their substance abuse with music. Get it?
Is that what it is? All right.
Balance.
Where's the echo chamber?
What?
Balance.
What does Eddie Van Halen sound like? I don't think I've ever heard him talk.
Oh.
I imagine him
can't-
having a lisp.
I can't do an
No, he was
impression
very
of him.
soft-spoken. Yeah.
It's like, hey everyone, I'm Eddie Van Halen. Shimon.
Maybe not that soft-spoken. I know if I heard it, I would be like, I think that's Eddie Van Halen. Because I remember one time I heard Alex talk, and I was like, that's so weird. That is not the voice I thought would come out of that face.
It's the Sensei corner.
Just remember rule 1. No skibbitying and no bibbitying. Definitely no bopping. Get on your meat pants and buckle up.
Wow, that is the greatest Sammy Hagar impression I've ever heard.
1995, good year.
Spot on.
Oh, good. Gregorian chants and a Van Halen song.
This must be the Seventh Seal.
It's gonna be a pilot. It's hard to tell.
No, it's going to get a Grammy.
There are bells. And now we're rocking.
We're just rocking.
Hey,
Who wants to be on lyric duty?
I'll take it. I got my glasses. Something about holy water there.
Every time there's a food reference, die a little bit inside.
Or aliens. Don't forget about the aliens.
Right.
The aliens are ubiquitous.
The food euphemisms.
Yes, women attain the level of food to Sammy Hagar, which is to your benefit or not, I don't know.
She's cooking.
I don't know why they really liked his singing, and this is why. I'm not a singer, I don't know how that works, but when I listen to him, it's like you have to listen so much harder to figure out what he's singing. It's not that I haven't enjoyed a Sammy Hagar song here and there, it's just...
And I think it doesn't help that the lyrics are super...
Well, the bass, like the tempo and the bass is like, they've already done this song before. Which song is this?
Broken now, I can't help but feel someone crack the seventh seal.
Oh, it's about farting.
Nothing's sacred, nothing left unturned. When nothing's simple, then nothing's learned.
It's either about farting or about anal. Or both.
So take me down to the virgin spring, wash away my suffering. Oh,
Where's the food reference?
splash that holy water on me, wash my eyes so I can see.
He somehow makes religion unsexy, too. Was somebody getting religious here, or what?
Well, then it's like, Lord, don't let me down, 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 drown, 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 and Mother Earth's soul.
Did one of them almost drown in their own vomit after a bender and... Like, please, Lord, we'll give you the opening
Lord,
track
I
of our
think
new
I
album if you let me live.
found my mother load.
I just can't...
Please don't kill me, Lord. I have
It's like-
so many cheeseburgers to eat.
The only people enthused about doing this song are Sammy Hagar and Eddie Van Halen right now. That's all I hear. It's like everybody else is like, let's just do that song, Pound Cake again. They're just doing Pound Cake again. It's like, yeah, I don't really know what they're trying to tell me to do. Let's just do Pound Cake again. My baby's Pound Cake.
Yeah, really most of the band just becomes wallpaper with just an occasional flourish from Dr. Meatbag and Eddie.
Mm. Well, it's like everything you read, everything goes back to something you'd already done years ago. You know what I mean? Everything's just revisiting things. And I always wonder, is that what artists do? Like, just they came up with something when they're like a teenager, basically, and they just go, oh, I can make that better now. Let's just go back to that and revisit that, you know?
I think they just say they did, so it makes it seem like the band was Destiny or something.
Oh, what's this song?
Can't Stop Loving You.
Oh, apparently Eddie did this one. It sounds like Sammy Hagar, and Sammy Hagar singing it, so it makes you think it's Sammy Hagar, but that thing just said Eddie Van Halen wrote this. So somebody actually knew I would listen to this and think, and put a note in, like, Wikipedia or whatever. Actually, Eddie wrote this. Weird. It's from the point of view of Valerie Bertinelli.
I was going to say, this is him breaking... He and Valerie Bertinelli are breaking up, yeah?
Right.
The first song in the record, The Seventh Seal, features mystical overtones that came in part from Eddie's newfound sobriety. His therapist, Satkur Khalsa, urged him to relax and imagine where he was after drinking a six-pack of beer.
That sounds like a great sobriety therapist.
What does that mean?
Well, I went to this therapist, and she told me what I should do.
Just don't drink, but think about how good you feel when you've had 6 beers. What is that?
Imagine where he was after drinking a six-pack of beer.
He's like, bitch, I'm an alcoholic. 6 beers doesn't do shit.
It's like past tense or present tense. What? After smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and playing guitar for 20 years, he tried writing songs sober and wrote 3 songs in 1 half-hour period.
Mm.
Who cares? I'm gonna find who edited this Wikipedia entry and smack him.
And just show up at the door.
Hi, are you so-and-so who edited the Van Halen Balance album Wikipedia page?
This thing
I think
shows
so.
all of them as writers of this song.
Slap!
Oh no, I scared my dog.
Ooh.
Because they're always in fear of me striking them, even though they've never been struck before. The weirdest dogs. I'm flinching. I'm going to show everybody in this room that I'm scared of you. Even though I'll shit in your bed if you give me a chance.
Man, this is already...
That's how scared I am.
This is already way ahead of the pack as far as, like, snooziest Van Halen album.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Good lord.
I think this
As Hagar
song,
albums go, I think I like this one the best so far.
Okay.
This one's...
My hatred of him is not
This
like
song
really
right here is the catchiest for the radio I've heard from since probably the first one, 5150. Like, there were some good radio songs on
This
that
does
one.
sound like 1985 pop. Yeah.
I think Right Now was a bigger hit, like, as far as...
Oh, God, I hate that song.
Right, but it was such a big hit. It was
Yeah.
a big hit for like 2 years, and then Pepsi made it a goddamn commercial. I mean, come on.
I hate that song with a passion.
Because how many times did you hear it? Plus, you probably were places like me, where you had to hear it all the time on the canned...
sorry.
It's kind of like I have a hard
And it
time
wasn't
with...
good to start with.
I have a
Why
rough
did everybody
time
want
with...
to hear it so much? It was not a good song.
Here's Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do.
remember when...
But in their defense, that was actually a good song. I can drive, I can shoot a gun in the streets, score me some heroin, I can jump, be the sacrifice, bear my cross just like Jesus Christ. The fuck?
Yeah, one of them definitely had a near-death experience.
I don't know if I've ever heard another
Or a bad...
band directly mention doing heroin.
Or like a bad trip, and like, send me back to Earth, Jesus.
Get on your knees and pray. Now you're saved by a higher voice.
Oh, good. It's the most joyless Van Halen song.
It's like somebody who wrote this song is pissed off that somebody else got sober. Oh, you found God. F*** you.
I'm really... Okay, we're 3 songs in, and I've never realized before this album kind of... Everything on it is kind of like just a revisiting of things they've already done. Like, it's easily... Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Huh. You know? I thought this was like...
Like, during the Hagar days, they should have always put out a companion album where, like, Sammy Hagar is out and Eddie Van Halen is just dialed up. Because at least at the bare minimum, whatever he's doing is generally interesting.
Right.
This song is called Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do, and they say that phrase a few times. But the lyrics have absolutely nothing to... I do not see the connection. They just like... It's like randomly they just went, oh, we have a whole blank spot here. Let's just say, don't tell me what love can do, and then we'll call the song that.
It's
the old school, we need a bridge. We need a chorus.
Nothing in this is about love of any kind.
It's about heavenly love of his
But don't tell me what love can do? Like, what?
Of his new Lord and Savior.
By this album, nobody's
Jesus
listening
Christ.
to the lyrics anymore. Like the
I
only
don't
people
think we've
left
heard
going to
one food
concerts were...
sex reference yet, by the way. This is weird.
Because he replaced breakfast with Jesus.
You want some Jesus sausage?
You're my bitch now, Jesus.
I love Jesus sausage.
Oh God, it just plods along. It plods.
This is kind of dreadful.
And yet, I think it, like I said,
Oh, this song sounds like a different song.
it sounds like one of the... Yeah, like a couple albums ago. They're like...
It is, when you think about all the trends Van Halen survived. Like, they were sort of above the hair metal fray, and then still survived a little bit past the rise of grunge.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty amazing. I think if you just carve out your own niche...
They made it through the whole grunge thing. Like...
Sort of like Genesis. I mean, they managed to survive all the implosion of all the prog rock bands. And I guess Yes did too. But...
I believe they did the ZZ Top thing, where they just knew where their fan base was and kept feeding them what they wanted to hear.
Some big slabs
Because
of
I'm
meat.
telling you, I wonder if that's why this is... I keep listening to this and going, this sounds like a song I've already heard. And I wonder if that's the first time I listened to this album, I just went, oh, it's... They just did 5150 again, or whatever.
Oh, my God.
This just keeps going. How is this?
I take it back. I'm not sad that this is the last Hagar one. I'm sick of this shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. There's some detail on this. The lyrics of this song were written about the tragic death of Kurt Cobain and how it probably could have been stopped if, read more,
If he had found Jesus. Or
if
or
more people showed him compassion.
Or if he had a good breakfast.
I'm not sure that people showing more compassion to Kurt Cobain would have done
Commercial
it.
break for cheap. Well...
Maybe I'm a little biased because I just finished reading Dave Grohl's book.
I don't like... I see... That's the problem with those... The last couple of Hagar albums, like... They don't seem very... Nothing exciting happens. It's like...
It's big clods of plodding meat.
Plotting.
Also, if the point is that if people would have showed more compassion to Kurt Cobain, why on earth is the recurring lyric, don't tell me what love can do?
Because he means, show me what it can do.
And that was already taken?
With breakfast and slabs of meat.
I mean, everything can be fixed with a good piece of sausage.
And tequila. Sausages and tequila.
I do mean actual sausage, for the record.
Yes.
Not according to Wikipedia. I'm sweating today. I don't know what that's all about. Hang on.
So if the people around him had loved him more, Kurt Cobain wouldn't have suffered from mental illness and killed himself.
Hey, that's as deep as Sammy Hagar gets. Give him a break. Yeah, baby. Smoke that diggity McDank.
Alright, what's this one called?
Amsterdam.
Ah.
We're
I
gonna
don't
smoke
give a
some
damn. I'm going to
weed.
Amsterdam.
Woke up in Cabo, decided to go to Amsterdam.
Took some tequila with
Oh,
me.
somebody got bored.
The sticky wasn't icky enough.
Hi, baby girl. You want me to throw something?
Say what
for
you will, but he does a good...
Woo!
I don't think I've ever heard a band sound more disinterested than them on this.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. What do you call that? It's just like...
It sounds like roadies approximating their sound. Like they just had stand-ins.
Yeah.
Like they were doing a Thomas Kincaid or...
Oh, here we go. This is a sex song. Looking good through the window. Shining red and blue light. A little thick in the bottom, but still looking all right.
I thought it was about weed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. This is the red light district for sure.
Oh.
I got a pocket full of money and a long night ahead. Quick stop and the Bulldog score me some Panama Red. Wham bam, oh Amsterdam.
This is the one Eddie hated.
It's his Oh yeah, you think? He was born there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this sounds basically offensive under that light.
How dare you make fun of my home country? Is that
He's trying to do a Netherlands accent. It's like, I'm Dutch. It's like, no, you're not. Because they speak English with a better accent than you do. You could plop them down here and it's like, wow, you speak so eloquently. Not your first language, huh? Wow, weird.
Seriously, this whole thing is just about whoring around in the red light district.
Funny thing about that, I have watched a show that took place in Amsterdam and people would speak Dutch. And I was always confused because I thought I was having a seizure because Dutch sounds so close to English that you're just sitting there going, oh my god, what is happening? Why don't I understand what anybody's saying anymore? What is happening? Because it sounds like words, and they sound like you should know them. They sound like they're English words. Except they're just a little off and they don't make sense.
Okay, there's a lot of this song where it's just people going, yeah, 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 and some nice guitar riffs
because
going
they're
on.
partying.
I am into that.
I know.
That's good.
Don't
I'm
you
enjoying
understand?
it.
You know what this album
Party.
makes me think? There is an app now where you can just take parts of the song out. It's for people who are learning how to play or singing or whatever. So that in this app, you play the song and it'll take out the vocals or I just want to take out the vocals.
Yes.
Because
His
I'm kind
lyrics
of
are terrible
annoying.
and his voice is annoying.
Yeah, nobody put any effort into the words to any of these songs.
Next, here's Big Fat Money.
Big Fat Money.
Oh, we're skipping. We
Gee, who wrote that?
Well, this sounds like somebody trying to do some David Lee Roth.
Oh, yeah, this is their obligatory skibbity bop. Like, remember
I
we
would
used to
love
have
to hear
fun?
David Lee Roth do this song. I can already tell.
Oh, boy.
Well, you gotta have an Eddie song.
I'm firmly off the Hagar train. I'm going
Okay,
back to our first episode and slapping myself.
Some say money is bad for the soul, bad for the rock, bad for the
But
roll.
it's good for the pussy.
Bad for the heart, bad for the brain, bad for damn near everything. Must be good for something. Come on, pay the rent. Telephone, telefax, telefunkin, teletrash.
I just heard a complete
Telecop,
rip off of
telefriend.
Stevie
I
Vai.
think we hit the stony end.
I think he thinks he's deep. Like, that's what's really...
Now they want a bigger bite. Everybody wants some. Everybody wants big money.
Because, like, Roth was just partying and was just unashamed of it. Like, Sammy Hagar is caught in this weird middle ground of wanting to be the party guy, but also wanting to be deep. But you can't do both at the same time, and yet he tries. And it's obnoxious.
Haven't you ever met anybody who really thinks they're deep and they're just kind of dumb?
My partying is deep.
You could be both. I mean, you could think you're deep.
I don't know why you gotta talk about me like that in public.
It's like an attempt at self-awareness. Like, I know I'm partying, and I'm a bro,
But I'm deep.
but I just... but, like, I just recognize the fact that I'm a bro. So,
I'm brotacular.
Smoke this, eat that. My old lady's getting fat.
I gotta stop doing the Hagar voice.
Oh no.
Dave could have made this fun.
Well, at least it's a lot more lively than...
Yeah.
I like the, like I said, I like the music of everything so far. If you just, it's like it's reminiscent of earlier things, but then like the lyrics are dumb half the time. I'll say half the time.
Wow, I've never heard a piano mixed so lightly into a song. It might as well not even be there. Next.
That was pretty good. That was like old
Yeah.
school. I like that. That was okay. The lyrics were dumb. But
Ooh, unless this takes a sharp upturn, this is going to be the worst Van Halen album so far.
This one's called Strung Out. I'm sure it's going to be super upbeat.
Well,
Oh, this song is an
because I
instrumental.
like Blue Ethereum and Take Me Back. So
This is a 90-second instrument.
they save the good stuff for the end of the
So it's
album.
going to be my favorite of the album.
Uh-oh, they're
why,
getting,
at the end of the album, did they play some old stuff?
wait, are they getting artsy? This sort of sounds like that one track from Lamb Lies Down on Broadway where they're just making weird noises with their instruments. That's like riding the scree or something. Next. Oh, it is them being artsy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it sounds like in my soul.
Oh.
Cheers.
Where I'm
Look, I know we don't have this on a high volume, but Jesus, there's nothing there. How loud do you have to have this before you hear the music? Okay, take it back. This is not my favorite on the album.
I think I know exactly what this is because I think I read about it and didn't know what song it was. He's
oh no.
inside the piano with a bow from a violin or something. And he's like,
That's what it sounded like.
Nobody's ever done that before. What if I got in the guts of the piano and started humping it?
That's why it's called
actually,
Strung
Eddie,
Out.
you already
get it?
did that 20 years ago. That's the funny part. You already did that, man.
Oh my god, a Van Halen piano ballad?
Oh, God. Pete.
Oh, is this the next one?
Every time I eat some meat.
For our listener, the lyrics are, to love somebody naturally, to love someone faithfully, to love someone equally is not enough, is not enough, is not enough. And it goes on kind of like that. Are we supposed to walk down the aisle to this song?
Lovers, loving, lovers, love. Oh yeah, is this... Here's my wedding song, bitch.
Oh yeah, I can. There. This is definitely something people walk down the aisle to.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's mostly just monster ballads, but like I want a specifically compile a list of like trashy rock wedding songs. Like, can you take me high enough? Boring. Next.
No. I gotta hear this. Oh. There you go.
Why does he get to skip out on the shitty songs? This is the worst Van Halen song I've ever heard.
Well, I just got here, and I'm sure I've heard it in a really long time. And it's for a reason. I know this is like one of those albums that artists make, and then they play like one, maybe two songs off the entire album in concert. Because I remember in the 80s when you go to a concert and some artist would go, I'm playing everything off of this album. You go, oh.
If the production, if like the song structure a little more streamlined and the production was smoother, this could have been Van Halen mall walking music. It's awful close. Yeah, if David Foster had produced this. Next.
All right.
Aftershock.
I held it off.
Aftershock.
So this is where he wakes up and realizes, oh shit, I promised Jesus I'd write an album for him.
Phew. What's it called again? Aftershock?
Mm-hmm. I don't care about the way you treated me. I ain't crying about the love I'm paying for. Again with the whores.
So no food metaphors?
No.
Oh my god.
I ain't bitch about the things that you've been putting down here in the street.
We were wrong.
I ain't going around saying things about you I can't repeat.
Sammy's all about the paid for poon, as far as I can tell.
Seems so. This era.
At least he's employing somebody.
Yeah, Michael
right now,
Anthony.
baby, I really don't want to see your face, and that's a fact.
Gross.
Duh.
He loves doing it doggy style.
Aye.
Gonna eat pancakes after
I gotta tell you, it sounds like the lyrics from a song from a pretend rock star from a sitcom.
Uncle Jesse.
That guy from This Is Us. Or no, not the other show. The crappy one.
I know, I'm older than both of you. I think of like when, not Adam Ant, but the other guy that looked just like him, Mike, his name was Michael something. Anyway, he used to like be really, like put him on every sitcom like you knew who he was. Mm-hmm. And he would sing these insipid songs on these sitcoms like they had to make them up because it couldn't be a real thing. They were going to pay for it, you know. So I remember he was like a guest star in everything in my childhood. And I'm sure the name will come to me, but...
How do we find out who this is? I'm curious.
I don't know. Jesus, look up...
Fake rock star from sitcoms?
Different Strokes, or... It's the guy that was married to that groupie. What was her name? That wrote a book. She was like the first groupie that wrote a book about it. God damn it.
The best...
Des Barris. Desbarres. Michael Des Barris.
Okay.
He was in every sitcom as a punk. Well, they wouldn't call him a punk rock star. They had to call him...
Oh, yeah, I remember this guy.
Like, I think he was more famous for playing various rock stars than actually being a rock star. I think he was in Psych.
Good recall, honey.
Yeah. Well, his wife was a groupie that he was dumb enough to marry. Her name was Pamela Des Barris, and she wrote a book about what a goddamn groupie she was.
And he was MacGyver's stunt double.
Oh.
Why not?
He's the 26 Marquis de Barres, whatever the f*** that means.
Okay.
That means he doesn't have any money, but his family owned land at one point.
And he's 5'8". And he was in Diary of a Sex Addict. And Ghoulies. And was a recurring guest star on MacGyver. What a life. Ooh, boy, this song's a flatline.
Yeah, you can tell by the deep research we're doing on Michael DeBarris.
I was enjoying the music, but...
Thank you, Ziggy.
It'd be a lot better if there was no Sammy Hagar screaming, like, over everything. Like, all the music part. No, I don't need to hear that. Thanks. Bye.
I don't know if it means anything, because you can probably say it for any music ever made, but, like, if this were live and you were super stoned, it would probably be awesome. So I'll give it that.
Because all you could really hear is the guitar parts anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Sammy Hagar is doing his skibbity bop, he's not really adding anything.
No,
He's just... It's more like he's just making it about him.
Well, I'm biased towards David Lee Roth because he was trained.
Because he's better.
No, he was trained to sing as good as he could and then get out of the way and let the band do what they were good at.
Which is what the lead singer should be doing.
Which that song sounded like, are you just, like, did you just put your vocals over the f***ing solo? Like, what?
Oh, the next song, I do not know how to pronounce that.
Why didn't they just do a whole album of this? This is a lot more interesting.
Yeah, this is fun.
They almost could have done an instrumental album.
Gee, we didn't need Sammy Hagar. Shocker.
Yeah, the next...
Okay, to be fair though, whenever he shows up, he's annoying, isn't he? Like, he's in your face, and he's kind of getting in the way of you ever enjoying anything about it.
It has nothing to do with the band. It's the Sammy Hagar show whenever he shows up.
I like this next song.
How do you say it?
Baluchitherium.
Okay.
It's a good instrumental.
Which is funny, because I always
Also
felt
an
like...
instrumental? That's 3.
Whenever there's a... Like, Sammy Hagar has a place in rock and roll. It's like that... He's like that...
Horny uncle.
Dipshit party guy that can kind of play the guitar pretty well. You know, he's not bad at it.
He tries to tell you about Jesus.
If he was a solo artist, it would be that Sammy Hagar show, and that'd be fine. This is a band. This is about the band.
All he ever sang about was sex and aliens until this It's like, you could have totally just went, yeah, okay, cool. You know?
Because he was tripping balls and Jesus showed up and said, Sammy, there are no aliens.
You could have saved Kurt.
I'm going to send you back in time to save Kurt Cobain.
Well, do you remember, though, when Kurt Cobain committed suicide? Allegedly.
He said, I'm doing this because of Sammy Hagar.
No, I was just going to say, everybody had to write a song about it or whatever. Like, everybody had to make if you were a TV show, you had to do an episode where some guy...
Goodbye, Kurt
committed
Cobain.
Suicide. Or whatever. It was like...
Yeah, I have a favorite song that's basically about that. Yeah.
Kiss Him a Rose.
Nah.
Dan Byrne had one song on one of his albums.
Huh.
It's called Kurt.
Wow, I can make up any Sammy Hagar lyrics I want over this song.
It was the sunshine!
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Then I put my dick in it.
With some orange juice!
I ate the shit out of that sandwich.
My guru taught me to suck my
Best
dick.
sandwich I ever had was the one my dick was in. By Cabo Wabo. I love it. He's the only person I know that held on to his brand and didn't sell it for $400 million. And I'm sure he's still making front money from it. He doesn't seem like a bad businessman. It's just like, I love all these people that get into this and they sell it off for $300 million. I'm just like, that couldn't ever have possibly been worth that.
Yeah, I think that's what not Ryan Gosling, the
other one,
Ryan Reynolds.
I think that's what he does now. He's like, now I own a wireless company. Apparently.
Hey, that gin, it wasn't bad. It wasn't worth what they were shilling it for, but it was better than, drinks. It was just they were trying to make it premium because he had it, and somebody bought it, and now I noticed they're like selling it for a lot cheaper than they were when he owned it.
Did he dip his finger into each batch of the gin?
Yeah, he makes you better looking. If you drink his gin, you get better looking.
He can't put his finger in every bottle because it would make it too sweet.
Oh my god. We're going to change our name.
Fawning Over Reynolds.
Yeah. We're going to change your name to Tina Fey because you are Saturday Night Live hilarious.
Next podcast. Reynolds versus Gosling. I don't know what that means.
Why do
It's
you
Reynolds.
do this all the
End
time?
of story.
We talked
an easy
about
game.
this. Ryan Reynolds is good looking, right? You
Yeah, he's okay.
admitted he's like Canadian good looking. It's like a cuter, less rugged looking. I'm sure they have rugged looking guys there somewhere, but that's not who gets on their TV shows and stuff. They like the little bit taller, a little bit thinner, a little more cut.
I mean, he's not Brad Pitt circa 1998, but, you know, he's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm always interested. How does that work? Because, like, English guys...
here's how good looking he is.
I remember the first
time I have a story. I remember how the first time I saw him, it was on that Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza show. He was memorably cute.
Yeah, that's Canadians in a nutshell. They're memorably cute. It's like, I told you, I went to Mexico, and that entire place, somehow they talked a bunch of French Canadian chicks into running it, and you'd walk up to them, and it's like, where is the pool? And they'd go, oh yeah, you look great too. You know, because they knew
Who was the girl in that show? Do you remember?
Yeah, Trailer... What was her name? Trailer...
Here's Take Me Back.
Trailer Howard?
Deja Vu.
Okay,
From
Deja
Monk?
Vu, Take Me Back. Yeah.
Oh, their obligatory acoustic number.
All right, I'm back on lyric duty. Let's see here.
Ooh, it's our rip-off Led Zeppelin song.
I wish Eddie had done more acoustic stuff.
His voice suits this better. When he's not trying to scream over something else and to be heard. Like I said, he's meant to be a solo artist.
Slabs of me.
I really think I have something here. He should never have been part of a band.
Yeah, he should have just been a crazy person screaming on a street corner.
If he was going to write a song like this, play acoustic guitar, and have session people behind him, and tour that way, it could be the Sammy Hagar show. It's great. This works.
We hate you, Sammy.
I see you and I raise you. I think it could be an all-beef hot dog.
Take me back. It's the only part of a song on this album that I know.
You've ruined it. There's nothing to grab onto. You shoot everything off. Good job. I hate this thing now. I hate that you bring this to me. Because I can't do it. You keep getting frustrated with me. She wants to play tug of war with a thing that's smooth on all sides. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I can't offer you any kind of entertainment with this.
It's like, hey guys, I learned this new phrase today. It's called Deja Vu. It's like when it seems like something already happened.
I learned it from my holistic counselor.
It came to me in a dream after I pretended to drink 6 beers.
Pretend you drank 6 beers. Okay. What?
How does it feel? I don't know. That's a mystery that will never be solved. What was the intention?
I want a counselor that's... Like, I remember when I was a kid, that's how bad it was. Like, when you were in high school or in college even, I think. Like, people would go, oh yeah, I talked to this person, like a counselor, and she told me I should do it. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't listen to anybody that told me to do that. That's dumbass bullshit. I got a good idea. Why don't you get your together? You have absolutely no problems.
There's a lot of words in these lyrics, but really it's just, I saw a girl, I thought maybe it was you, and it made me think about you. That's pretty much the whole song.
Well, it's the best song on the album.
Is it the last song?
Take that. Got one
Then
more.
it's not the best song on the album.
Let's wave Sammy Hagar off into the sunset. Goodbye. You're never going to be on the podcast again.
What? We're never going to do any of the single stuff? Oh!
We're going to miss you.
I don't know.
Oh, not.
Bye, Sammy.
Maybe we'll do Montrose someday.
Bye,
Eat it, Sammy.
Gotta do Standing Hampton. It's your one-way
So,
ticket
is
to
this another
midnight.
instrument?
Call it heavy metal.
I thought we did that.
Standing Hampton? No, we didn't do that.
We did a solo album once.
Yeah, it was Where Eagles Fly.
He's a working's man rock.
He's a working man's rock.
If I were you and you were me, I wonder who I'd want to be.
I can't believe
I think I've
she's
heard that
been
song
chewing
3
on this.
different times by different people.
Today I figured out like a couple years ago there's a tribute album to Paul McCartney that's like 3 discs long, and Sammy Hagar does a cover of Birthday. We'll do that as a bonus track if I can find it.
Okay. I was going to say, there's one thing that we've never done that Eddie and Alex did, which is on the Twister soundtrack. They did like a couple of songs on the Twister soundtrack.
Really?
That don't show up anywhere else.
Sorry.
They're kind of hard to find just to listen to, because you have to like, I don't know, you have to like search Eddie Van Halen, because it's not under any band or anything. It's not Van Halen. It's not anything.
I have a stupid lyric alert for you. If I were you and you were me, I wondered who I'd rather be. If I had one wish, I'd take it. If I had one wish, I'd take it. Jesus.
Cool and stressing.
Oh, wait, and the last words in the song are, hey, I don't understand.
At least he's honest.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I think the album took...
I think that's how he ends every conversation.
And we're out.
I think
If he shows up at our house, I swear to God.
I give it a 5.6 out of 10.
Oof, that is a straight rating.
It took like a bit of an uptick towards the end. It's still my current least favorite Van Halen album, so...
It's the most background sound album I've... Like, if it was playing in a bar where I was drinking and it was on, I wouldn't be totally offended by it. It would just be
Remember
like...
that time we were in LA and or San Diego and we were having breakfast at this place and they played that one John Cougar Mellencamp album the whole way through?
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed long enough to hear the whole thing and they started over?
Mm-hmm.
If that happened with this album, I'd be cool with it.
That's generous.
My rating is this is the best
I could
of the
totally
Hagar album.
poop to this.
This is the best. This is my favorite Van Hagar album.
I could poop to this on Pac Beach in San Diego, California. And it wouldn't offend me or hurt me in any way.
Give your rating.
Oh, I'm like more like 3 or 5, maybe somewhere between.
Okay, here's this crappy cover of Birthday.
Oh, this is Sammy Hagar?
See, when he sings it sounds like he's humping someone. It's like, it's your birthday, isn't it, bitch? It's my birthday now.
Suck it like it's your birthday.
Alright, if I was nice, I would be saying, yeah, he's just feeling shot. It's in front of you. It's your birthday!
I guess that's a nicer way of putting it.
It's like, about to get you
Alright, until the next reunion episode.
Son of a bitch. I'm not supposed to laugh at that. You gotta cut that out.
I'll see you in 4 months.
Goodbye. Oh, you found God. F*** you.
I'm really